Well, the US and Canada tariff trade wars have hit our business for the first time this morning. We just got word from our peat moss supplier that our shipment that is leaving Canada will have a 25% extra tacked onto the invoice. But I don't want this to turn into a political argument or a political video. I do want to talk about the Canadian peat moss industry and why peat moss is so special and integral for the horticulture industry. The US imports almost $500 million worth of peat moss from Canada every single year, and there really isn't another option available that is based in the US. There are alternatives to peat moss on the market. Things such as wood fiber or coconut coir do exist, but they're either not produced in the US or they don't perform as well as peat moss does. There's a reason why some people call peat moss Canadian gold. Let's take a look at this and see what's in this bag. Just looks like dirt to you, but it is so much more special than that. First of all, peat moss is a renewable natural resource. So the Canadian government has gone to great lengths to ensure that the companies that are harvesting the peat moss are also restoring the wetlands where they get the peat moss from. Secondly, peat moss has incredible water retention capabilities. It can actually hold over 20 times its own weight in water. Not only can it hold water like a sponge, it can also slowly release that water back into the plant root zone, which makes it a really great growing medium. Now, despite being able to hold lots and lots of moisture, it also has great aeration and porosity properties, which means that even when it's wet, it's still allowing air exchange to get down to the root zone of the plants, which is very important when you're trying to avoid root rot. It's also naturally sterile and low in pH, which are really good qualities when we're talking about creating high quality soil mixes. It also has a high cation exchange capacity, which means that it can hold on to nutrients and then slowly release them to the plants, which is a really good thing. And lastly, it will hold its structure for a very long time compared to other substrates. That means that when you have it inside of a container or in a raised bed, instead of decomposing and turning into mush very quickly, it will hold that nice structure for a long period of time. So yeah, when you put all of those qualities together, there really is no other product that can be a comparable substitute for peat moss, especially not anything that is made and produced in the US. So hopefully we get this thing worked out, because I, for one, don't necessarily want to pay higher prices for this beautiful soil that we get from our neighbors.